Well, baseball fans, this is the eliminating the Red Sox video. We are just doing elimination videos for the playoff teams this time around. And it was the Red Sox, these are their stats, who won the World Series a year ago. Let me just mention some things about last year's team. Carlton Fisk was the MVP, hitting .316 with 12 homers, 37 RBIs. Freddie Lynn, .315, 15.48. Louis Tiant, 8-4. Bill Lee, 7-3 with a .220 ERA. They were 31-19 last year. This year, however, it has been a different story. Still the Red Sox. Burleson, .331. Yaz, .321. Freddie Lynn came down a little bit. But Fisk and Rice came down dramatically to .245 and .238. Dwight Evans didn't have a good year, really. A bunch of guys below the Mendoza line. Great bullpen work. Wasted. Bonson, Curtis, Kerrigan, all doing well in the bullpen. The top dogs, though, Louis Tiant and Bill Lee, just did not have it this year. So, with that, let's take a peek at the Red Sox. Here's their card stack, and shed no tears. They won the World Series last year, for Pete's sake. They could not repeat, and it's time to identify the 77 cards that have to be pulled out of the deck. So we'll get rid of the 77 guys and see who is still around for next year. Alright, so next year they're going to bring back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hitters. They're going to bring back 7 pitchers, almost the whole pitching staff. The guys they're bringing back aren't particularly good, though, and most of them aren't even Red Sox. So Tamargo is just what that is. Hobson's a bad fielding third baseman. Then you have 2 utility players coming back, and Fred Lynn. Oh my goodness. My goodness, Boston. They went all in these 2 seasons, and now they got to make some decisions in the off season who to bring back. Because some of these guys, you can only keep 4. Pitching, they bring almost everybody back. Tiant, Lee, Stanley, Ranko, and in the bullpen, Curtis, Bonson, Bradford. So all they have to do is bring 1 pitcher back. So let's see what the Red Sox decide to do with their 7 guys. Okay, 7 hitters and 1 pitcher. Contracts up, and we start with Rick Burleson. And Burleson plays his entire career for Boston, but he was very pivotal. He goes to the Angels in '81. Has a good year with them. And 78 through 81, he's an all-star twice with the Red Sox. He even gets MVP votes. Gets a Gold Glove in '79 for the Red Sox. He is a keeper if they could keep 5, but right now we'll call him a keeper. He might have to go on waivers or get traded. Maybe the trade is the thing to do. They could trade him before the next draft if they have too many keepers. Bernie Carbo, next guy up. He was actually off the Red Sox during this period. He's got a Sox hat on there. You see, he was with them for 74 and 75, 76. Actually, in 78, he splits it between the Red Sox and Cleveland. Then he goes to St. Louis and Pittsburgh. I think he's got a good, let's see, a 282 card. 79 card's very good as well. Now, I think they're going to put on waivers or possibly trade him since he's talented. Does he qualify for waivers? Did they make his card in 78 for Boston and Cleveland? Let's go check it out. So we'll go to Super D's site, check out to see if this card exists. This is superds.tripod.com. Has roster sheets here. And let's see if Bernie Carbo has a Cleveland. Yes, he's got a Cleveland card. So that means he qualifies for waivers. So we'll put him on waivers and also consider trading him to a team that could use Bernie Carbo. All right, next up, Denny Doyle. He's barely hanging on with his 77 card. And actually, I don't have to go any further. That was his last year, so he will be retired. Okay. Now you got Dwight Evans. Well, we know he's a keeper. Let's just kind of see if we can figure out which year they're going to make for Dwight. Well, 78, he's an all-star, gold glover. MVP votes in 81. Oh, yeah, that was that strike year. He's awesome in that year. Good news. Oh, yeah, definite keeper, no-brainer for Dwight Evans. Matter of fact, I'm going to put in the notes that 81 is a monster card of his. Carlton Fisk. Now, this is interesting, as the White Sox come into play pretty soon here. Look at that, he's got a White Sox hat on. So, 80s is last year in Boston. So the 81 White Sox are in play. But you can see he's still got 3 really good years in Fenway there, with OPSs over 8 or around. So he's a keeper. Plenty of time to get to the White Sox. No hurry. He'll stay in Fenway. Jim Rice's Monster 77 card is done. However, there's another monster card for him coming up, so fear not. Hall of Famer Jim Rice. So there it was, 77, 320 with 39 bombs. And then you still have 2 more monster cards to consider, 78 or 79. Good gravy. And even 83 will be the next card for Rice. Lifetime Red Sox, lifetime keeper. Jim Rice. Uh-oh, here's the problem. Carl Yastrzemski. I'm not even going to look. We're just going to put keeper there. Oh, let's go look and see which year we'll take. Carl Y. Yeah, he's going to, okay. So for Yaz, where do you go from here? In the 270s, OPS around 800. You know, frankly, it's not glamorous, of course, but it's Yaz. So you got to run his card all the way to age 43 with the Red Sox. That's just tradition at this point. So that puts the Red Sox in a overage already with 5 keepers: Burleson, Evans, Fisk, Rice, and Yaz. Burleson, to me, seems like the odd guy out. Evans has a monster year. Fisk, you really want 3 more years of Fisk more than you want 2 more years of Burleson, in my opinion. Because he's Fisk. Fisk, Evans, Rice, and Yastrzemski. I mean, those are, you know, superstars. So they currently, let me put this in uppercase. And there you go. Yeah, they're definitely going to trade Burleson, which should be a great trade pick in the offseason. Someone's going to love Rick Burleson besides the California Angels, who did acquire him. I think he played for the Baltimore in the 80s as well. But he would be a heck of a prize. If he's a 1 short, he'd be a great trade option, and the Sox could pick up a nice pitcher. Speaking of pitching, the only one they lose is Joe Kerrigan, who would be their manager in 2001. He never actually pitched for the Sox. He pitched for the Expos. And it was just that 77 card. The 78 card may exist on waivers with Baltimore. Let me see. It does. So it does see. He qualifies for waivers, which is better than retirement. So we'll put Kerrigan on waivers. And we have 4, 2, and 1. So basically all you have to do before the draft is trade Rick Burleson. And yeah. Maybe they can just trade him for a different shortstop. I think they have Glenn Hoffman coming down the pipe. I think Glenn Hoffman's got a nice 1980 card. So, yeah, maybe that's what Boston does. So that's our eliminating the Red Sox video. 5-2-1. They have to get down to 4-2-2 for the draft. Hope you're enjoying the Fall League. We'll see you next time.